Time now is 7:51 a.m. On April 28th. So I can't talk much because about 8 minutes later I'm gonna have to go to a Zoom meeting and start my math exam, which I'll try my best to completely destroy. Yeah. I didn't immediately fall asleep, which is very disappointing. So I went to bed at around 2 a.m., which is amazing, by the way. It's been months since I've gone to bed this early. Um, I think. I don't know. And I couldn't fall asleep immediately, of course. Uh, I think I did eventually fall asleep at around 3. So yeah, ultimately I did only sleep for 4 hours. I kind of want to do re-sleep. I kind of want to go back to sleep after the exam because I'm going to finish the exam really fast. So by then it's probably going to be 9:30 and then I'm going to be able to go back to sleep. Except here's the thing. I realized this. I checked my YouTube schedule and apparently I need to upload 2 Minecraft videos today, which is really difficult because that means I have to upload, you know, to upload 1 Minecraft video, it takes me 5 hours, no, 6 hours to export it, okay? Plus another additional 3 hours to, um, um, compress the videos. Uh, so, and then another hour to actually edit the thing. So 9 hours per video. So, I don't know if I have enough time. So, I'll see how the circumstances are. Aside from that, I have a bunch of college homework to do, and I gotta finish up thinking about the TV show idea that I have so that I can present it tomorrow with a log line. And, yeah, not much else, not much else, not much else. I'm tired, and, yeah, nothing else, actually. No text, no nothing, no nothing, yeah. So, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Uh, I think everyone else in the world are also really busy right now because for them it's about to be the end of the semester, and especially for people like uh, yeah, especially for people like Natalie and Leo, where they're super busy and approaching the end of the semester. Of course, they're super busy. I don't know, man. Natalie, just she's seems like a person from a long time ago at this point. At the same time, it felt like yesterday. It felt like 5 months ago. To be honest, like me and Natalie, Grant, and Zara hanging out in a cafe. That felt like 5 months ago. When in fact, it's already been um 1 year and 4 months. Um, if Natalie still wants to hang out with me, I would honestly consider like saying yes or no, but of course I would say yes. Like why would I say no? But are we like friends anymore? I don't think so, man. And it's okay. Um yeah, there are things that go on between me and other people that nowadays if I think about it, I just refuse to believe because it's so whack. Like me and Natalie, just the two of us. I know that sounds weird, but just the two of us like do it studying in a cafe in Pacific Coffee, or like me, Bernice, Mary, and Cedric eating lunch together. Like it's just so off the walls, but all of those things actually happen. Me, Jordana, Linda, a bunch of other people going to Disneyland. Me, Leo, Cedric hiking. That one time Potato Gang invited me to Marty's place out of nowhere on my birthday. That was whack. So, yeah, at least those are some things that I'm happy about. And also, like, the Derek's birthday party in that school trip. Holy shit, okay? Like, if I hadn't accidentally left my hotel room, I wouldn't have found out about the birthday party because no one else told me, because I was actually really powerless back then. So I'm really happy I accidentally did that. It's one of the best accidents of my entire life. You know, that became one of my favorite days out of all the school days. Um, well, um, that being said, though, I probably won't edit any detective video today as much as I want to, because, I mean, look at me now. I'm still reminiscing about school. But yeah, I'm not friends with Natalie or, you know, anymore. It's the truth. I'm gonna ace this test, and let's see how today goes. Okay, so time now is 8:57 a.m. I finished the exam. It took like 9 minutes for the professor to realize that I finished the exam. By the way, I'm the first one. Yay! And it was actually really easy, the exam. And yeah, I finished it, and I had to send him. Like, I was just waiting, and I waited for so long, and then yeah. Well, anyways, I'm going back to sleep. I really want to do that, and I'm going to do that. Okay. Um. Yeah. I think I can pull off. Yes. So I have to edit 2 Minecraft videos today. I think I can pull that off. If nothing goes wrong, right? I think I would be able to do that. I don't know. But yeah. There we go. Quick update here. Time now is 2:05 p.m. I did go back to sleep, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I just couldn't fall asleep for an entire hour. I thought, okay, maybe it's the temperature. So I turned off the air conditioner, and I did fall asleep. But for like 20 minutes, I woke up again and I saw the clock, and I'm like, okay, what? I only slept for 20 minutes, and I had a very minuscule dream. And then afterwards, I wasn't half awake, half asleep. I was constantly between awake and dreaming. Like, I was just surfacing and going back and forth. And then at around 12:30, I just left. And then I edited the Minecraft video, and then I had lunch, which is very tiny portions. So later in the afternoon, I'm gonna cook myself an egg and eat some other stuff to make myself more buff, even though it's rough. Yeah, I also realized that for the anthropology exam, I need to watch 2 1 hour long videos, which means totally 2 hours long. Plus, I have an entire chapter of a textbook to read for the anthropology exam, which I must do today before bed. Or I can actually do tomorrow before 3 p.m., but it's a bit of a risk. So yeah, there's that. Alright, time now is 4:45. I cooked myself an egg cheese omelet again. Yes. Also, out of curiosity, I checked my film introductory class syllabus, and I realized that I have a quiz to do today. Holy shit, I'm so happy that I checked the syllabus, otherwise I would have been fucked, capital F. So yeah, I have 2 exams and 1 quiz to do in 1 day, which seems to be a lot, but actually, it's not a big deal. You know, I'm a Hong Konger. This is easy. Time now is 10:08 p.m. Yeah, pretty much nothing had happened, but something did happen, and something very small. And so Leo suddenly DM'd me through Instagram, sending me an Instagram post. And the Instagram post is basically a video. And the Instagram account belongs to like a department in the Hong Kong University. And in the video, it is Zara, and Zara's like, "Hey guys," like, okay, she speaks in Cantonese, of course, but in the video she's like, "Hey guys, lately everybody's stuck at home, so I'm gonna teach everyone how to make creme brulee." So, and then afterwards, it's just a video of, I think it's her, I don't even know, but it's just someone making creme brulee, blah 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 blah, and I'm like, lol, and then I took a screenshot of that. I sent it to Zara, and I'm like, "Ha! Leo sent this to me," and she's like, "Fuck." And I'm like, "Well, hey, man, it's fine. At least it's not as embarrassing as some of my older videos." But that's pretty much just it. So yeah. Anyways, did the film quiz. Got full mark. 40 out of 40. And then I just did the anthropology midterm, and I also got a full mark. 250 out of 250. Yo! And my first midterm exam also got a full mark, and my second midterm exam also got a full mark. Holy fuck. And look at this. The mean is 171 right here, and I'm right here. But the highest is also 250, which is probably me. But if you look closer, this also indicates that there's as 25% of people studying in this course also got a full mark. What? But I got full mark also for the second midterm exam, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, I guess I don't have that to worry about. Okay, I'm still compressing some Minecraft videos, which means I won't be able to edit 2 Minecraft videos today. It's impossible at this point. Maybe it is possible. Maybe it's not. But very likely not. So tomorrow I'm gonna be busy still, but not as busy as today or yesterday. And also I read like 2 chapters of textbook, and like the exam and the quiz and another exam. Like I've had enough today, okay? I need to take a long fucking rest. But tomorrow I need to wake up early because there's gonna be a Q&A with a guy, and I need to write the log line right now. Right now! So, yeah. And usually I would like send it to Natalie, like, oh, check out my log line, but she probably doesn't give a shit anymore. Mary made a few Instagram stories where she's hanging out with her friends, like she and 3 other girls. They're like giggling and laughing around, and Mary's like, haha, last presentation. And again, I know I've said this many times, but the more I look at Mary's Instagram stories and people's Instagram stories in general, the more I realize how unworthy I am. Like, she's out there communicating with people and making new friendships. Like, no way someone like me would even come close to existing in her radar, you know? So, yeah, the more I look at these Instagram stories, the more alien these people are. Like, the more I just don't recognize them anymore. Like, not only physically, but more so socially. Like, they're all living a life, but I'm right here in front of my laptop, you know? Unless I somehow turn the tables, maybe 10 years later I become famous or something, or semi-famous, and I become a really successful actor / like indie film writer director. Unless that happens, yeah, I will never be worthy of anyone else's friends. And I know that sounds like a bullshit thing, like, ooh, worthy to be someone's friend? Like, what is this? But actually, if you think about it, there's a social hierarchy. There's an invisible social hierarchy when it comes to making friends. Mary's up there. I am at the bottom of the barrel. Bottom of the bottom of the bottom. I literally don't speak to people nowadays. The last time I actually hung out and spoke to people in real life is like 32 days ago. And that's the HKBU with Zara and Miriam. So and on top of that, both of those people are people from the past. So I didn't make any new friends. It's not like But meanwhile, we have Mary, who probably goes out every single week with new friends. Okay? You know, they could be hiking, they could be karaoke, they could be drinking in a cafe. I don't friggin' know. I don't do that shit, okay? Like, I'm at the bottom of the barrel. Like, even Nick is higher than me in a sense that he has new friends now, even though he's not, like, hanging out every single day, you know? And it's not like, I don't think he's super popular. But at least he has new friends. I'm at the bottom of the barrel, man. And at this point, I don't care anymore. I mean, sure, I'll still say the things I want to say to Mary if I do see her sometime in the future. If I don't, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry for myself. But if I do, I'll still say the things I want to say. But at this point, it's like talking to a goddess. Like, what am I supposed to say? She's a real person who has social lives and who has like actual practical goals, you know, unlike me. I have pipe dreams about $1 million movies, which will never happen. And she's actually doing something, okay? And you know, Mary's not at the very top, to be honest. Like someone like Natalie, and Kingsley are also like very tip top, especially for someone like Natalie, who's like, I don't know, 5 years later she's gonna like I don't know what kind of person she's gonna become, to be honest, and I don't want to care, even though I do, but I don't want to. 5 years later, you know, again, and this is a very dated concept, but you know, 3 years ago, I always wanted people to envy me, like ooh, in the future, I'm gonna become like famous and successful, and they're gonna see that I have thousands of followers on Instagram. They're gonna envy me. But at this point, I don't even fucking care anymore. I mean, as long as they don't actively try to destroy me, I'm just gonna live in peace. And you know, looking back at how I acted during forms 1, 2, and 3, and 4, honestly, I kind of deserve this because I really sounded like a cartoon villain when I was younger, and you know, I really deserve a whooping in the like I really deserve being punished, and this is the punishment, the eternal curse of being at the bottom of the barrel, you know. And maybe I'm not at the very, very, very bottom. I'm at bottom tier, that's for sure, but not at the very bottom. Like, if I'm at the very bottom, I wouldn't even speak to people like Leo and Pink and Miriam Zara. So every day, I still need to be grateful that people like Pink, Leo, Miriam, and Zara still speak to me, and Cedric still acknowledges my existence. So does Nick. So every day, I'm still grateful for that. But bottom tier, that's for sure. Not the bottom at the bottom, just bottom tier. Maybe mid-bottom, you know? Like, if I construct a pyramid here, right? Top tier are social kings and queens. Natalie, Kingsley, Mary, Ernest, Oliver. And then we have the second tier where it's they're not social kings and queens, but or successful kings and queens. They're more like they're just doing their own things, but they still have their own teams, you know, like Hans and Tom and Ronald, I guess. I don't even know. Ronald's probably up there. I don't know. And then there's the one that's lower, who still has a group of friends, but not as popular or as successful. And then there are the shut-in neats. The shut-in neats, the lonely deaths, the outcasts, the extreme introverts, the social anxiety sufferers, the bottom tier, and that's me. Like I belong to that tier. The outcasts. who basically after the DSEs, I'm literally, quite literally, casted out. Okay? I don't study in Hong Kong anymore. I'm physically in Hong Kong, but I'm studying in a Los Angeles college. I am out. And I didn't make any social groups there, social friends there, and I didn't make any social friends here. So I'm marginalized. I belong to the bottom tier, the marginalized tier. And am I ashamed to be down there? Yes. Do I want to get out? Hell yes. When am I gonna get out? I don't know. Hopefully within a year. Okay? Please. Please. So some people are like people who are on top of me in this pyramid. Right? People like, I don't know, say Leo. Leo's on top of me. And, he's not top tier. He's not a social king. But at least he's still leading a way better life than I am, He's still establishing relationships. To be fair, Leo is tier 2. Because Leo is in a hall, and Leo has his own stuff, and Leo's really successful as well. Like, really high GPA. So Leo is at least tier 2, at least. Now, dynamics like this, they change. Zara went from bottom tier to second last tier, I think. I mean, Zara, back in secondary school, not popular at all. Nobody likes her. End of story. Actually not end of story, because she used to be friends with Anne and Olivia and Natalie as well. But now I feel like she's in an even better place. Especially given that she's in a friggin' department of something right now. Teaching people how to make creme brulee. I'm in the department of nothing. One can make the argument that I'm running a YouTube channel, but that doesn't mean anything. Having a YouTube channel, having an audience doesn't mean that I have a group of people supporting me. Nor does it mean that I'm successful. I'm not successful. I ran this YouTube for 4 years and I only have 416 subs. Even though I'm really grateful, really, really grateful. Yeah. I need to stop thinking, because the more I think about me, the sadder I get. And I just don't want to be reminded that I'm at the bottom of the barrel, and it's not like I can do anything about it. I can't just go onto the streets and yell, "Be my friends!" and then hundreds of people start surrounding me like, "Yes, I'll be your friend." Like that shit doesn't work. I can't do anything about it. To make friends, it's not a one-man thing, okay? It requires a lot of slow building relationships, which is impossible now that I'm locked in my own bedroom. So I'm just gonna put this aside and just focus on other stuff, okay? So yeah, Mary's a goddess. Like, socially speaking, I don't even know her anymore. I don't even know anyone anymore. Zara has long hair. Okay? Next thing you know, Leo goes bald. People change, man. Time now is 1:31 a.m. in the morning. I'm just gonna do this quick video because I'm bored. But also, originally I planned to watch Fantastic Mr. Fox today. Very important movie. But I did not. Instead, I actually edited Minecraft episode 68.33. Now I'm exporting it, and I will upload it tomorrow morning. And yeah, I also figured out the film, my TV show logline, which yeah, haven't figured out the whole thing yet, but I have the logline. I'm gonna present tomorrow, and it's not great, but it is what it is, and it is what it is, I don't know what to say. So tomorrow I'm not gonna watch Fantastic Mr. Fox today, which means I have to watch tomorrow. So yeah, there's that. And tomorrow's gonna be busy then, I guess. Not as busy as today, but busy still. And then of course on Friday morning there's gonna be there's gonna be an enrollment, so I have to wake up super early at around 5:45 a.m. and maybe I'll go back to sleep again. But I don't think so, because then I'll have to go to maths class again. Um, I don't know. We'll see. It is 8:51 on April 29th. I didn't fall asleep immediately, but I did fall asleep eventually at around 3 a.m. I went to bed at 2, okay? Like, that's good, but I just didn't fall asleep immediately, even though I felt sleepy. So I did fall asleep at around 3, and then I woke up at around 8, so 5 hours. So I'm tired. Later I'm gonna have the Zoom, where essentially our script writing professor has invited a co-executive producer of a show on CBS to come onto the Zoom and have a meeting with us. And then we're gonna have like Q&A and so on the first half of the class it's basically gonna be Q&A and we're gonna ask questions to the CBS studio guy and holy shit, everything is entangled together. And yeah. The second half is where we present our log lines for TV shows, which is the part where I'm a little worried. But I really pour a lot of effort into this TV show. But making the log line itself is slightly challenging, but only slightly. Yeah, I'll have to speak up. In other words, I'll have to unmute myself and talk. So that's gonna take courage and I like that, challenge of the day. Next up we have what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. Nothing important. I will upload a Minecraft video and then edit a thoughts update video, and then I will do a review. And then tomorrow I'm gonna be even more tired actually, because tomorrow I'm gonna wake up super early so that I can enroll my glasses, alright, so that I can enroll in college classes, yeah. So I need to wake up 5:45, and then afterwards, after I do the enrollment, I'm gonna go back to bed and sleep for 45 additional minutes. 45. And then after that, I'm going to go back, wake up, and then I'm gonna, okay, I have no internet. Scheiße. Wake up, go to maths class and stuff and things and stuff. So yeah. Stuff and things. Oh, right before I sleep yesterday, Oliver suddenly started an Instagram live, and I joined it and I said beans, and then I just left because I had to sleep. And then Gary joined it, I think, and not Gary, Grant joined on the live, and I don't know why Oliver suddenly decided to go live. I think it's because what the frick? I think it's because he has some sort of assignment and he needs to do it, but he's like very frustrated with it, so he's not doing it now. But yeah, something like that. I don't know. Alright, why can't I find the email? I'm ending the video. Time now is 12:13 afternoon. pretty interesting. Just had an incredibly lengthy, long film class, and yeah, I had to speak up, and the first half is Q&A, and I ask, like, I eventually wrote down some questions that I want to ask on my phone, but I used none of them. Instead, I ask, how do I balance between making my own short films versus working for someone else to pay my bills? And then afterwards, I add a second question, which is actually one of the questions I wrote down on my phone, where I ask, like, opening title sequences. I'm noticing that, like, there are less and less opening title sequences, and the guy, he's actually like, oh yeah, I really wanna see television bring them back, because I really love them too. And I was like, yeah, one of my favorites is True Detective season 1, and he's like, oh, have you seen Bloodline? And I'm like, not really. And then afterwards, there's the logline one, which is more interesting. A lot of people come up with very plain log lines. Usually, action dramas involve like gangsters and like cop shows, and then there are dramas like, ooh, like, ooh, living a new life, affairs. And then there are some people who write autobiographical stuff, like one of the Mongolian students was like, ooh, Mongol, she literally used her own name, and she's like, well, being the daughter of an immigrant parents, she struggles to find a job, stuff like that. And once in a while, there are some interesting ones. And then mine came on, and I was actually pretty solid. I was actually pretty damn solid. My idea was unique. It's not super original, but at least it was unique. And there wasn't much complaint. It was specific. Maybe it's a little too whack, but honestly, this isn't. That's R. But honestly, that isn't even yeah, a problem. And then yeah, that's it. Cool beans, cool beans. I really hope that, like, we could form like writing groups. I mean, we have a Discord server, but we don't speak for some reason. Like, I mean, we got a lot of good ideas. Let's get sharing. Yeah, also, I feel like if I like speak more in Zoom, like, I wouldn't probably have a like, it probably wouldn't be such a crazy problem for me to speak to someone like Mary. Though, to be honest, the last time I and Topher are in the same room in Marty's apartment, it wasn't really that awkward, because I've changed, motherfucker. I forgot to mention that, of course, that one guy who also went to the noir class with me, his story is neo-noir, but also there's this one woman from China, and she keeps on asking questions, where she doesn't really ask any questions, but she basically tries to talk about how awesome her story idea is, and it's basically about like a girl with superpowers, an island with vampires, and also Luo, which is Chinese folklore, this snake goddess who makes humans out of mud and stone, and she keeps on like talking about that, and it was kind of funny. And there's this other guy who's like who wrote his name down because he wanted to ask a question, and then when it came to his turn, he's like, "Up, I had it and I lost it," and then he didn't ask any questions after that. And then a long time later, when the guy mentioned, like the CBS producer guy mentioned, like, oh, has anyone seen like Love and Basketball? And then he suddenly came out of nowhere and is like, oh my god, that is amazing. He's a he's a hilarious person, and yeah, that is all. But I'm happy that my logline is unique, because I thought a lot of people writing story ideas are going to be very whack because, hey, as wacky as good. But actually, no, a lot of people make really like plain and typical story, which isn't immediately bad, but in an ocean of log lines, if it doesn't stand out immediately, then it's going to be more difficult for it to really, become a thing. The Denzel Curry mouse! The Denzel Curry mouse! Ah! 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 Oh, it's gone. Time now is 10:50 p.m. and I finished playing Minecraft, and I and Zara earlier today also had a conversation. So yeah, went pretty well. Today went pretty well, even though again in 2019 standards today nothing happened, but in 2021 standards today went pretty well. I spoke up, and I don't know, I'm always afraid that when I speak to people, I'm in a trance where I just speak and I'm not careful enough and I say things that I shouldn't say. But actually, isn't that what speaking is about? Where you enter a trance and you start translating our thoughts into speech? But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Zara did make a suggestion that, maybe sometime in the future, me, her, and Miriam can go watch a movie together, which is a great idea. I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not. If it does, I'm going to be happy. But, yeah, essentially there is that. I am going to listen to some music, watch Fantastic Mr. Fox, take a shower, go to bed. Tomorrow I have to wake up super early to do the class enrollment. And then after that, then the next few days are going to be pure rest. Actually, not really, because there's a TV show Bible, but still, rest. I don't need to read any more anthropology courses for the next few days, and film course, I can take a break. Okay, I'm gonna take a break. Yay! Not much else to talk about. I'm running out of time. Bye. Time now is 5:48 a.m. in the morning. Really tired. But I'm waking up this early to enroll into classes. I'm gonna go back to bed later. Come on, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Let me enroll, please. Tiempo now is 7:43 a.m. in the morning on April 30th. The last day of April. What in the fuck? What? April just started. In fact, March hasn't even started. And it's already June? I don't understand either. Leave me alone. Time is going so fast at a rate where it's unacceptable. Anyways, I did wake up and I did enroll into the courses, and good news, I enrolled into out of the 4 courses that I wanted to enroll into. And you know how like it's a race because the course it's going to close down if you don't enroll into it immediately because it's a competition. Everyone's going to try to get in, Good news, I got into all 4 of the courses I want to enroll into. But 2 out of the 4, I didn't exactly get the exact course number. So it's still the same course, but just not actually the same one. So for English, English 2, which is English literature course, which everybody had to take at some point. Originally, I wanted this professor, but for some reason, this course is not in the scholarship program or something, so I tried another one. Turns out that one is full. So I tried another one, and then I got in. But that's not the professor that I wanted. But it's fine, because I also made a bunch of spare numbers, and this course is in one of the spares, which means that it's gotta be decent. The professor is at least decent. For the Spanish course and the math course that I picked for fall, I got them in. I got in. The Spanish course is exactly the one I wanted to get into, which is really relieving because I know Spanish is quite popular as well. And then for the Psychology 3, there are only 2 courses opened for Psychology 3 course. There are only 2 classes for the Psychology course, like 2 separate classes. I typed in one, and it's already full, and I'm like, what? So I typed in the second one, and I got in. But both of these are also the same professor, so it's not that different anyways. So yeah, I woke up a little later than usually for a math class day. I woke up at around 7:20, and still haven't had breakfast, but I will eat it around now. And afterwards, I may do a re-sleep, and then for the rest of the day, I get to take a rest, which is very happy, and I will do that. I will rest. Of course, I have a couple reviews to film, but aside from that, I have nothing important to do, and I hope that I will sleep earlier tonight, because I'm actually really free and sleep right now. Alright, time now is 10:07 p.m. Yeah, had a good rest today. Yeah, I did have a long talk with Zara. Not long talk, but like we talked back and forth a bit. And, oh man, I wish Mary would have, I wish the conversations between me and Mary are this long. I mean, our last conversation went on for a couple days, but it was like, eh. But still, we talked a lot about, like movies and college and stuff. I mean, what else are we going to talk about anyways? Speaking of movies, I got super interested in movies lately again, but this time at a newer level, because movies are the stuff I study now. And that's kind of a good thing, because while the stuff I'm really into right now aren't exactly related to the film stuff I'm studying, but I'm just way more interested in like art cinema, or like deep cut cinema nowadays, the kind of movies that you wouldn't see recommended on IMDb, or like, Oscars kind of movies, more deep cuts, Criterion Collection, and like just deeper cuts kind of movies, and I'm really into that nowadays. And yeah, not much else though. Nothing's gonna happen. So let me tell you what's gonna happen tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna start working on my TV show Bible, because I need to hand it on Monday, and today's Friday. Actually, I should start today, but I promised myself to take a rest. But Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3 days. Maybe I'll start today. And then yeah, that's all. Hey. Oh, Zara's continue speaking. Cause Zara asked me like, cause area 6 of the general education for Agetsi is okay. Agetsi is foreign languages, and I said, oh, I'm gonna take Spanish, and she's like, are you gonna speak French? And I'm like, nope. Like, yeah, I'm tired. I'm really tired. Yeah, tomorrow I want to go out and work out. And I asked the short film guy, when am I gonna film the film, shoot the film, and he didn't answer. He read it, he didn't answer. Great. Yeah, there we go. Alright, time now is 2:01 p.m. on May 1st. We are stepping into the 5th month of the year. Yeah, holy crap. April, and I thought March is boring. April is a whole new level of boring. I can boldly claim that in the entire history of my life, never has there ever been an entire month where nothing happened. But finally, now I'm standing here and I'm gonna say that April 2021 is the first month in my entire life where pretty much nothing happened, which means that I did not go out and hang out with anyone, even though I did go to Dungping Isle on April 5th. But the rest of the entire month is nothing. I did not do anything to progress on my short film. I did not hang out with anyone. I did not make any important conversations. Nothing happened in April. And even though there are the Oscars, sure, but it came and went really fast and nobody really cared, so April is easily the most uneventful month of my entire life. Now we are entering May, and it's probably going to be just as boring as April, to be honest. Anyways, what am I going to do today? Right. Um, so, again, as promised, I kind of want to go out and work out, do push-ups, sit-ups, whatever. Mary made a couple of Instagram stories. Speaking of which, I don't know why. But yeah, it's like, I'll talk about that later. I want to do workout. I actually spent a good amount of time yesterday thinking about my TV show, how I want to develop it, and I think I do found an idea. And yeah, it's a world building, and I think actually after looking at other people's log lines, TV show log lines, or hearing them, I think a lot of these people are coming up with very typical log lines, mainly because they don't want to like reveal their passion project logline just yet. And while the one I'm working on for my college is also not my passion project, but it very much is the second most passionate project. And so it's really whack and complicated and epic, but it's just I don't know. But anyways, I did some world building yesterday and I'm pretty satisfied with it. It's not the best, but it will hold up for the time being. Nothing else. I'm gonna film and edit a couple reviews. Actually, one meme video, one review, and then that's it. Now, I didn't have any significant dreams, and Mary posted a couple Instagram stories. And again, I've said this many times already, but the more I look at Mary's Instagram, the more I realize how distant we are. Like, Mary's hanging out with all these new people, and she and a few other people were like drinking like all night long, and at 3 a.m. ish she posted an Instagram story saying one person is asleep, the other person is waking up, about to go to work. Like, I can't imagine being the situation she's in, because she's experiencing life, meeting people, being in situations. I haven't been in a situation, like being in an actual situation rather than being in my own bedroom just locked up. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna leave it at that. Imagine if somehow like graduation dinner happens, or something like that. Like, if a bunch of people meet me and talk to me like, oh, have you been to this famous restaurant? Have you been to that other restaurant? Have you tried this and that? Oh, have you been here? Have you been there? Have you done this and done that in this place and that place? I'm gonna be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. For the last 300 days, I've been in my own bedroom. Okay? I did nothing. I ate nothing important. I didn't experience anything. Okay? And I don't know if they would feel sorry for me or not, but if they do care about me, they probably would feel really sorry. Like, damn, I've been living for an entire year, but you're not. And I know this sounds really like selfish and egocentric. Like, maybe some other people are also not living like I am. Like I'm not. But truth be told, after seeing all these Instagram stories, especially the ones of Mary and maybe a few others, like, they're very much living. They're speaking to people. They're doing things. I'm not even doing anything. So yeah, it's depressing, and it is what it is, I guess. All right, it's about 7:05 or 7:10 p.m. right now. I don't know why, but I'm a little tired, and I don't think I'll be able to do it, but I'll try my best. 80 push-ups, 90 sit-ups, and 30 jumps. That's the deal. All right, it's about 7:30. I did as promised. I did 80. I did 80 push-ups and 90 sit-ups and 30 jumps. I did what I said I would do, and it also I don't think I'm gonna do another one of these videos later tonight. So I'm just gonna tell you what's gonna happen. Fuck, I'm so tired. I'm gonna have dinner, take a shower, have dinner. I'm gonna work on my TV show Bible, watch a couple episodes of Lost again, and then that's it for today. I'm not gonna do anything important tomorrow. And yeah, the last 3 times I left my apartment, including this time, is also me going out and work out alone. You know, I've actually been thinking, maybe Jordana was right. I know that she's very hateable, dislikable, and everybody hates her, I know that. But she's happy and she's enjoying her life, and she doesn't give a fuck about what anyone else thinks. So maybe she's the smart one. Who knows? All right. Time now is 9:59 p.m. Yeah, I don't know why, man. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on with me. But I'm beginning to feel sad again. Shit. Not really sad, but more like I don't know what to do with life, really, because my future. Okay, so me deciding to leave Hong Kong and study in the USA is a weird decision, you know? It's like it's unconventional. It's not the craziest thing ever. Other people have done it, but if I walk this path, you know, my future is so much more uncertain. And then coronavirus happened, and USA became the worst country when it comes to handling with coronavirus. And then now we have all this Asian hate. What am I gonna do now? Am I gonna stay in Hong Kong and suffer? Because every single day, man, I'm alone, I'm in my bedroom, I'm not living my life. I feel empty. I feel pointless. I just waste my time here. But if I go there, what if I get the virus? What if I get attacked because of racism, you know? What should I do? Where should I go? If I stay here, I suffer. If I go there, I suffer. Just in a different way. Just wherever I go. There just isn't a right place for me. And also, if I stay here, I mean, like politically, I don't know how am I gonna stay. I really don't know what to say. I mean, and yeah, I really don't know. And I miss Hong Kong. I really do. You know, it's my home. I don't want to leave. I promised that I wouldn't make another video tonight, but I'm gonna do it because I have thoughts. And this is a thoughts update videos where I talk about my thoughts, so I don't fucking know. I talked to a short film guy, and the short film guy said it's better to wait for. Why is it that every time I make a video like this, the whole world just parties outside my bedroom? But yeah, essentially, I talked to the short film guy and I asked him, when can I make the short film? And he's like, it's better to wait for DSE to be over. Actually, not too long ago, he said I can actually make the film at the end of March. Now I have to wait for May. Next, I'm gonna wait for July, and then I'm not gonna make the short film anyways. 3 minutes! 3 fucking minutes! How many years is this going to take me? 3 minutes. I'm a filmmaker and I haven't made a single film since, like, what's my last short film? 2017? How many fucking years ago was that? 5? 6? To be fair, I do make YouTube videos, but they're nothing, So yeah, I'm still pretty pumped for my detective video. That's gonna come out because I am the only person working on it. I'm gonna edit it. I don't have to wait for anyone else. No one's dragging me down. But other projects, like... And conspiracies, man. I worked so hard on that. I have to do it. I have to fucking do it. I have to fucking do it. If not, I don't know what am I gonna do. Well, I'm not in the mood for writing my TV show at all. I'm just not. I don't want to write anything right now. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to listen to music. I'm just not interested. I don't want to eat food right now. I'm not hungry. Okay, I don't want to sleep. I just don't want to do anything. I just have no idea what am I gonna do. Now I don't know what am I gonna do. I feel like a loose end, My future is so uncertain, but not in a fun way. It's just in a way it's like, man, everything's gonna suck anyways, Natalie had dinner with Grant, and then Marty and Tom and Leo and a bunch of other people had dinner together. But then again, I don't care. But we live separate lives now. I don't care about them anymore. Or at least I'll try to. So what do I care about? It's been a whole goddamn year. 1 year. 1 year. 1 year. 1 year, man. It's been 1 year. 1 year. I don't even believe it when I say it out loud, 1 year. What did I do? Because everything I do, man, it just gets delayed or gets canceled. Graduation dinner. Spent $1,200 on that suit. It's canceled. Conspiracies. Delayed. Again and again and again. Originally, I planned to start making it in 2018. In 2018. I planned to make it in 2018. To be fair, if I made it then, it's probably gonna suck. I just want to do something, man. I just want to live some life. But it's really difficult because it doesn't really depend on me. When the coronavirus is happening, I can't just go out and adventure alone. You know what? Here's the thing, right? If the coronavirus dies down and I still can't, and I have no friends, no one's gonna hang out with me, and I can't do anything about my short film because nobody wants to help me, I'm gonna go out and adventure. I'm gonna pick a random destination. I'm gonna carry my backpack. I'm gonna pack a water bottle. I'm gonna jackets, water bottle, wallet, whatever. And I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna film a documentary. It's gonna be called City Adventure. That's what I'm gonna do. I just want to live some life, man. I just want to live some. I don't want to spend here every single day fermenting. And it's funny because nobody cares about me. Nobody cares how I feel. Nobody is able to fathom how bored I am. I'm so bored. I might as well become an endurance artist. David Blaine, 44 days in a box on top of London. I might as well do that. I want to live some, man. I want to live a life. And if nobody's gonna live a life with me, I'm gonna live with myself. I'm gonna go out solo. I'm gonna adventure. And I've been wanting to do this for like 2 years already, okay? And I originally wanted to do it with Cedric, but here's the thing, coronavirus, still a thing. And Cedric suddenly went back to Scotland. So you know what? I'm gonna solo adventure. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. May 11th, Life and Death of a Detective, okay? If I still can't, like, hang out with anyone, near the end of May. Now, mid-June, I have exams for college, so I can't do that. But, the last 2 weeks of May, nothing happens, I'm gonna go out solo, okay? I'm gonna pick a destination, I'm gonna do a little research. Minimum amount of research, okay? And I'm gonna take the MTR, just go, okay? I'm gonna just walk around, I'm gonna explore the place on my own. I want to explore, okay? I'm gonna grab my phone and I'm just gonna record everything, and I'm gonna make a documentary. I want to do something. I'm a fucking filmmaker. I need to make something, okay? This life, it's rotting me. I'm fucking rotten. Can't you see? It's been so long since I've made an Instagram story because I know people wouldn't care. I mean, I'm probably Miriam and Zara and Leo and Pink. They would see and they would care. Maybe Cedric. I don't know. But it doesn't even fucking matter when nobody even cares. I have the lowest number of followers on Instagram. Like, nobody's gonna care. Okay? I'm just go out on my own. I don't know how is it gonna be like when someone asks me, well, where have you been in the last 4 weeks? And I said, well, I've gone out 3 times. 3 times? What did you do? Well, I just went down and did push-ups and sit-ups. All 3 times. What? It's like a hero backstory. Except there's nothing glorious or inspiring about it. Like how like Batman trained for, I don't know, like 5 years in like some like temple or something. Like, that's exactly how I feel right now, except I'm completely alone and there's nothing cool about it. Okay? I'm training. I'm going down, I'm doing push-ups, sit-ups, I'm eating food, I am writing scripts, short films, I'm doing my own thing. I am training. Okay? I'm not enjoying anything. I'm not enjoying my life at all for I don't know how many years, but I haven't enjoyed my life in so long, okay? In at least a decade. And, however, there's nothing glorious about this. If I go training, right? If I become a monk and I only eat vegan food and I have to stand on one leg for 3 hours, knowing that in the future this is going to help me defeat a monster, I would. But I can't. I've no goals right now, okay? I mean, yeah, filmmaking is a goal, but it's not. I'm broke. And I'm between a rock and a hard place. I can't go to USA. I can't stay in Hong Kong. I might as well go to Mars. I don't know. I'm broke. Like, all of this, it's not leading to anywhere. I'm not doing it for anything. I'm not doing it for Mary, because A, Mary already has a boyfriend. B, if I do all of this and then Mary finally likes me, then it defeats the purpose. Then it's like Mary doesn't like who I was. Then that's dumb. I don't like that. I'm not doing it for filmmaking. Why would I do push-ups for film? Like what other goals do I have? Revenge? Like, I don't know who should I take revenge on? I don't know. I just want to live some life, man. I just want to live some. So, you know what? I'm not even gonna wait until like the last few weeks of May. When May, you know what, next time I leave my apartment, it could be 3 days from now or 5 days from now, I'm gonna do a long walk like I did last year, October, or was it 2019? I don't even fucking know anymore. 2020 and 2019 is the same year. 2021, 2020, 2019, 2018 is the same year. They're all the same. I don't care. I'm gonna do a long walk. But instead, this time, I'm gonna walk to a different direction. Last time I walked westward. This time I'm gonna walk east or south. Or south. I'm gonna go to the mountains. I don't care. I'm gonna walk to a direction and I'm gonna film, make a documentary about it. I'm gonna just walk some, man. If nobody's gonna live a life with me, I'm gonna live it myself, okay? I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna explode at any given moment. I'm the kind of person who gets bored if nothing ever happens. And guess what? Nothing ever happens. You can go with Natalie, and Natalie would complain, "Oh, my life is so boring, huh?" Well, at least you have lunch with a human being. Wow, you have lunch with someone you want to hang out with. Hey, that's something. To her, it's just another Tuesday. To me, if I get to have lunch with Grant, it's fucking monumental. It's historical. Because I'm communicating with people and eating food. I'm eating food and paying for it. It's historical. Natalie's probably starting her own enterprise now. I don't know. So you know what? There is not a single life right now that's more boring than mine. And I say it with confidence. So I'm going to change that, okay? I'm going to go out. I'm going to do a long walk. And then at the end of May, I'm going to do adventure in a district. You know, adventure, just walk around. I'm going to be like an anthropologist, you know? I'm going to be a cartographer. I'm going to make a map. You know, I'm going to make a map and mark, you know, which area I've been to. I know a lot of areas in northwest and northeast Hong Kong I've never been to, or have been to very few times, and there's some weird, interesting places, and I just want to go there. I just want to explore. You know what? I'm going to print out the map of Hong Kong. I'm going to make a huge map, okay? 4K. Maybe that's too much. And I'm going to mark, like, which area I've been to. I'm going to write down, like, you know, maybe there's a website for that. Who knows, man? I'm going to do something, okay? Watch me. I'm going to do something. I'm so sick and tired and fed up of my lifestyle right now, okay? I'm so sick of it. I'm so disgusted by it. Like, people are like, "Ooh, you're in good condition." Fuck no. I'm dead. So I'm going to do something. I'm going to go out there, adventure. And I should be like Jordana. Maybe Jordana was right all along. Sure, she's been an asshole. But at the end, everybody hated her. Everybody hates her. Okay. It's been so long since... Wow. Okay, well. I'm actually playing Minecraft right now. Okay. Yeah, it's been... Like, what was I going to say? Right. Everybody hates Jordana. But who cares? If Jordana's having fun, then who cares? You know what I mean? So, I'm actually... You know what? Maybe Jordana was right all along. You know, Natalie and Kingsley are still the real winners. But maybe Jordana did something smart. Was a smart move all along. And if this is truly her intention, to be happy and not care about anyone else's feelings, you know what? I actually kind of appreciate her. And I know she sucks. But, you know, she has this mentality. And maybe this is what she's actually going for. Who knows, man? Who knows? Time now is 7:17 p.m. on May 2nd. I actually woke up at around 12:15, but after I woke up, I did not make a video talking about waking up. I forgot. And at around 3 p.m., I'm like, oh, right, I forgot. But I'm like, nah, you know what? It's a good thing. So anyways, I'm gonna have dinner, like, right now. But first of all, my chest and my abs feel pain, which is great. No pain, no gain. That's what they say. Second of all, I just spent a couple hours. Yesterday, I also spent a lot of time making a Hong Kong map. These are all the places I've been to, and I want to know that because I'm gonna, yesterday I did this huge rant about how I'm not living a life and how I want to just go out there. Well, I'm keeping my word. I'm gonna make a map. I'm gonna see which areas have I not been to, select a location, and just go, just explore, just adventure. If my life is so boring right now, I'm gonna make it less boring. So yeah, look at this goddamn map. It's so good. Goddamn. Okay, another thing is, actually there's nothing. I have, college homework, of course, so I'm gonna do a lot of that as well, and, that is all. I and Zara talked a bit. I took a screenshot of this map and sent it to Miriam. Miriam's like, yeah, that's exciting. I don't know why is Miriam so excited about this. Really don't know. She doesn't really seem like the kind of person who would be, but, people are unpredictable, so, keep that in mind. Yeah, that is all. That is all. That is all. Not much else. It is 12:21 a.m. after midnight. Originally, I planned to watch a movie and watch an episode of Lost, but I can't. I finished the show summary of my show Bible, and I need to hand this in like one day and 15 hours later, so, you know, gotta work on that. Yeah, that is all for today. I shouldn't have spent this much time doing my Hong Kong map thing, because that also distracted me from doing my TV show Bible, and my detective video, which will be out on May 11th. Ah! Yeah, that is all. That is all. Yay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so, time now is 2:02 p.m. on May 3rd, I think, and, today I will be a little bit busy again because I have a TV show Bible to finish for my Film 20 class, which is, a lot, and I'm going to finish it in high speed. But usually for things like this, I usually spend 90% of the time thinking what I should do and then spend 10% of the time doing it. Yeah, I have to hand in, so Pacific time, May 3rd, 6 p.m. That is, tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. So I have to finish before tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Anyways, aside from that, I'll have a couple reviews to do, and then, that's pretty much it for today. Yesterday, my aunt came over for dinner again, and, my aunt and my parents talked about, my future in USA, advising me to not go to the USA, essentially, because of the, anti-Asian hate crimes and all that. And that got me a little worried too, I don't know if I'm gonna go there and immediately get killed, but, I mean, there are Asians there, but I don't know how bad the situation is. If I go there and the moment I arrive there I get killed, I don't know. Or am I gonna go there and if there's protection I'm gonna be alive? I don't know. And now I'm not gonna stay here in Hong Kong because, I have no social life here, and if I stay here I'm just gonna suffer. I'm not gonna make any new friends. It's gonna suck. And my aunt is like, well, you can go to the UK. That is true, I can go to the UK, but it's just nowhere near as good as the USA when it comes to filmmaking. So, I'm really caught between a rock and a hard place, and a few hard places, and I just don't know what to do with life anymore. So I'm gonna see how and what's going on and see how am I gonna deal with this. But for now, I'm gonna finish the TV show Bible, and that's it for today. Also, like, shower. I want to take a shower today, and watching anime tonight. But yeah, that's all. That's all. And I also have the detective video to edit. I promised May 11th, so I'm gonna have to continue editing it, which is pretty exciting. So, yeah, that is all. Okay, so time now is 11:02 p.m. and yeah, I spent like 1.5 hours editing my detective video. Yeah, shoot, there's a lot to edit. Of course, there's a lot to edit. Um, this is going to take me a lot of time. I'm so happy that the due date is now May 11th. But yeah, there's that. I'm going to have to rewatch a lot of my school update videos, probably all of them, and write down which exact video contains which clip that I want to put in the video, but then I can't put too many because it would make the video like 12 hours long, and I can't have that. So I need to really carefully select the best clips, the best things I've said in these school update videos. So that's going to be difficult. But yeah, I am nearly done with my TV show Bible. Nearly. I still have a few things to do. And then afterwards I'm gonna watch anime, take a shower, go to bed. That's it. Oh my god. Actually, as I go through some of my old videos, I realize that, it's not that I just realized it. I mean, I've been knowing this for a long time, but, Natalie's one of the reasons why I had such a rough school life. Like, Natalie's one of the reasons why I'm so sad all the time. Because in Forms 4 and 5, she's always like, wow, everyone hates you. You suck. You're stupid. Everyone hates you. You're cringy. Of course everyone hates you. And maybe she's right to a certain extent. Maybe it's tough love. But, why is it that everyone... maybe she's right, but she's exaggerating to a point where, and given the kind of person that I was, I used to overthink everything, and I used to dramatize things, and she would tell me things like, everyone hates you, and everyone knows you're dumb, and everyone knows you're cringy, and that makes me think that everyone legit thinks I'm stupid, and tries to, push me away, which is in a way kind of true. But Natalie's part of that vicious cycle of making me feel really sad and not having the motivation to act better and be more mature, I guess. So in a sense, Natalie sucks. She brought me down more than she pushed me up. Even though by bringing me down, she almost also kind of pushed me up. So, it's May 3rd, and I haven't spoken to Natalie in how long? 27 plus 3, 30 days. It's been 30 days. No, I'm so dumb. 20 days. It's been 20 days since I've spoken to Natalie, and, not the longest record. The longest is 24. But yeah, I don't think we will be speaking to each other at all. I don't think so. Unless she suddenly, like, WhatsApps me, like, haha, check this new song out, or something. But yeah, just the more I think about her, the more I realize that she's such a toxic friend. I really shouldn't be friends with her. And I'm glad I have friends like Miriam and Zara and Leo and Pink. They're actually really good, and Leo and Pink are easily two of the best friends I've ever had. Full stop. They are amazing people. They're caring, they're nice, and even though they're not constantly with me because there's a more important group than me, but they have been nice to me, and that's all that matters. Yeah, just gonna end it here. Yay. I'm not gonna do anything tomorrow other than editing my detective video and doing my film homework, because I still have another homework that I have to do for my other film course. Ooh. There really isn't anything special or historical today, but I'm eating chocolate ice cream while watching Death Note for the first time. Exciting shit. Time now is 2:12 p.m. on May 4th. This is May 4th. Yes, it is. Yeah, nothing happened. 2 words, say it with me, nothing happened. That's right. So I sent my TV show Bible to my, professor, and, okay, so friggin' shiny outside. So I sent my TV show Bible to my professor yesterday before sleep, and, he's immediately sent some feedback, and I'm not prepared to read that, so I'm not gonna read that. Alright. Anyways, what I'm gonna do today is pretty much the same thing. I'm gonna edit and upload a Minecraft video. I'm gonna spend some time editing my detective video. I have college homework to handle. And, that's pretty much it for today. And then today at the end, I'm gonna watch a couple episodes of Lost. That's it. Yeah, nothing else. Nothing else. Yeah, really nothing else. A couple days ago, I think, and my aunt said that I look fatter in my face. Like, my face looks fatter, so I'm probably fatter now, which is also a good thing. So there's that. Yeah. Also, I joined the WhatsApp group for the Hong Kong Student Association of my college, and there's actually a Zoom meeting, but I totally missed it because I was asleep. But there was actually a Zoom meeting that's scheduled for 10:30 a.m. Hong Kong time. But that being said, though, I'm gonna actually try my best to see if, I can socialize with someone among that group of Hong Kongers. Like, maybe I can meet someone, maybe. And I don't know why, but okay. Alright, so time now is 3:04 p.m. and I'm going to read it, okay? The TV show Bible that I sent. So the last time, a month ago, we had to send a film treatment, and the film treatment is, yeah, it's a little simple, the way I wrote it, and it's a pretty simple story, but this time I went an entirely different direction with a really wacky, complicated sci-fi with a whole network of characters, and I constantly ask myself if I'm overdoing it or anything, so I'm a little nervous again, but I think this one's better. I don't know. Dreamland, that is the title of my TV show, works well for the most part. Good story arc, but confusing at times in some sections. See some other notes below. Side note, you might want to change 1980s to 1983. Alright. Before the inciting incident. This reads confusing since we don't know what the inciting incident is. Who are Mike and Midori? Students? Other professors? Enter them a little better. Also, you need to briefly detail what the project is all about before describing the dream visit. We don't know that they are studying dreams and are even entering them. This reads convoluted. Try and describe better. How does damage mental health? Again, briefly describe a little better. So he's confused. Okay, technically this isn't correct, as it is not possible to visit dreams, but it's a sci-fi. Oh my god. Interesting concept. Bring the last line up front after 1870s. I might say we need to know if James gets together with Jane, but I think you have enough going on without mentioning it. Alright. Minor note, John and Jack are basically derivative of the same name. That's actually kind of the joke, man. Bring Anderson in the character description. You can even mention him after James. He's your main protagonist, isn't he? Also, we need to know more about him. I don't understand. Alright. Hey, it's not the end of the world. But, yeah, it's very complicated. Alright, that's it. Yay. I'm free. I'm a free man. Time now is 5:11 p.m. I just want to make a quick video here because I just went through some of my older school update videos and yeah, again, just I don't know, man. I'm constantly shifting from like being really cynical to being somewhat like not really somewhat, but slightly, only slightly proud of what I've done. Because for the most part in my secondary school life, it's all pain. You know, I get ignored, people hate me, people think I'm dumb, people think I'm stupid, people push me away. Cedric pushed me away when I was trying to comfort Cedric, and you know, he pushed me away. Pink rated me a 2 out of 10 for appearance. But I said in the video I didn't care. All I wanted was for Pink to, um, um, you know, be safe mentally. And it sort of happened. Tyrus telling me to fuck off, and Tom having broken his arm, and, you know, telling people to sign their names on his cast, and completely forgetting about me, even though he didn't forget Cedric, who's not even in 4A. Yeah, there are so many things that's just like shit, man. It's just fucking shit. But then at the same time, there's the open day, MC open day, which I'm really proud of. And, you know, it's kind of interesting how, like, in Form 4, I already had the thought of, you know what, I'm going to change. I'm going to be ambitious. I'm going to just do things, you know. I want to do some interesting things. I want to challenge myself. But I guess I just wasn't ambitious enough. Also, I didn't know how exactly should I be ambitious. Like, sure, being MC of open day certainly gains me some prestige, but not as much as, I don't know, joining a sports club, even though I would never do that in a million years. Another thing that I'm kind of proud of is that during a time when I and Tyrus hate each other, it was in a chemistry lab, and our chemistry, and Tyrus was there, and then our chemistry teacher, Miss Hermes, told me to rap for Tyrus, which is really weird because Miss Hermes thinks that, you know, I love rap music, which I do, but you know, that's not like my thing, you know. So I rap, but here's the thing, man. I actually made a rap song about Tyrus, sort of mocking him. So I rapped that song, but without mentioning Tyrus at all. And some people actually knew that I'm secretly rapping about Tyrus and like was laughing about it, and it was really funny. Also, Marty, if you don't know this, Marty knows that I have a YouTube channel, and Marty's like, when he learned that I have a YouTube channel a year ago, he's like, "Well, have you ever mentioned me?" And I'm like, "Well, not much." I actually mentioned him a couple times, um, in April 2018, and apparently there's an incident where when Natalie suddenly decided to beat up Marty. To be honest, it was probably the idea of the other boys, but Natalie beat up Marty, and Marty was a pretty sensible person, and Marty cried and wanted to fight back. And then a week later or something, Marty cried again, and Natalie told me that Marty has ADHD. I also remember the moment when Jordana told me to wear a trash bag or wear trash on me, and I thought she hated me because she spoke to me in such a passive aggressive manner. And again, it just goes to show that she's very much a sociopath. And given that during lunch, she always says the same few things as if she's programmed to, she's very much a sociopath. But then again, at this point in life, I almost kind of understand her. Like, she might not be doing very well socially speaking, you know, people hate her. But as long as she's enjoying her life, you know what, it doesn't even fucking matter. And I kinda understand that. But yeah, you know, there are a lot of reasons to hate Jordana at this point in life, and I totally get that. But yeah, overall, I see a lot of pain and cynicism in my school days, and I don't know, man. Like, part of me just wants to just, you know, tell everyone how much I hate my school life and how much I want to just abandon them all. Um, especially for people who had happy school lives, like Selena and Suki, who are like, yeah, school life, I had a lot of fun. Look at me. Um, yeah. So, uh, like, as more time goes by, the more I realize that, maybe graduation dinner not happening is a good thing. If I go there, I'm just gonna get a final fuck in the ass, you know, a final dose of lead poison. It's not gonna be as good as I dreamed it would be. You know, it's not gonna be heavenly. Graduation dinner is where a bunch of people sit and talk and eat food, and then that's it, and then everybody just leaves. Like, it's not gonna be that great. It's gonna disappoint me. Plus the fact that I had such a lonely and painful school life. If I go back there, the pain and the loneliness is just gonna come back because it's the same bunch of people. Now, if it does happen and Mary goes there, um, I will consider going. But if Mary's not going, I'm not going because the only reason, the only sole reason left for me to go to this place is that Mary's going to go too, and I want to walk up to Mary, look at her face. I want to look at her eyes. I want to stare into her eyes, all right? And I know it sounds creepy, but it's the last chance I've ever, you know, gonna do this. So I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna walk up to her. I'm gonna stare at her eyes and just really just have a nice chat with her. A very pleasant conversation where I and her interact, go back and forth, you know. I also get the idea that Mary doesn't exactly know that I confessed to her because of how indirect it is. So I'm gonna confirm that. And yeah, but if Mary's not going, then it totally defeats the purpose, and I'm not gonna go too. And you know, Natalie and Grant, you know, they're having lunch like every single day nowadays or something. And also with Oliver and some other random guy, some new friend that they just met. I kind of don't want to care about them anymore. And yeah, you know, the more I look back at my school life, the more I see that Natalie's not a good friend, not at all. You know, she abandons me, she ignores me, she treats me very poorly, she's very toxic, and she constantly hang out with other people and ignore me. And you know, being friends with her just feels like a fucking loser. It makes me feel like a loser. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Time now is 9:56 p.m. Let's just wrap it up here. I spent about 1.5 hours editing my detective video, and yeah, whew, quite a lot, you know, quite a lot to take in, and I feel like I'm putting too much clips because it's at 15 minutes now, and I want it to be under 20 minutes. Otherwise, no one's gonna watch it. But yeah, shoot, yeah, stuff. Thanks. So yeah, I don't know if I actually have enough time to do that, but I'm gonna do some film homework now. Afterwards, I'm gonna watch a couple episodes of Lost, and then I'm gonna just go to bed. Tomorrow I have math class. Originally, I planned to go out tomorrow because it's been again 5 days since I've been out, or four. Um, I know it's like I went out yesterday, but actually it's already been 4 days, and yeah, so I'm not gonna go out tomorrow because it's raining really hard. If possible, I'm gonna go out a couple days later or 3 days later. It's fine, but yeah, that is all. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say. I guess one of the good things about me not being with Mary is that we don't get to argue. And I know that sounds dumb because as we grow older, we argue less, but um like like if I and Natalie, like we're not even dating at all, but you know, we argued so many times. Like if we get close, like become friends, we're gonna see dumb things about one another and we're gonna argue. So and I don't want to see anything dumb about Mary. I know that nobody's perfect in this world. I know that Mary has flaws herself, and I kind of don't want to know them. I mean, if I know them, it wouldn't like completely ruin my impression of her. Like, also, I'll still think she's a really cool person, but it's also kind of a good thing that I don't know what are the flaws of Mary, and maybe it's just good to keep it this way, to keep her as this mysterious person, and just place her there. Also, one thing I noticed is that back then I was so ugly, and the thought of like posting videos of myself online onto YouTube while being this ugly is actually really brave, and I really applaud myself for doing that. Like, it takes balls. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Um,